everyone. How y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am the Moon Mama, and today is the day that Mars rules. And Mars is currently at the 29th degree of Virgo. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because there's a lot of music in the background. And so, with the music in the background, I don't know if it's drowning my voice out or not. Hi, Galactic Afro Alien. So today is a Mars day, and Mars is the planet that rules motion. Mars is the planet that rules action. Mars is the energy in your body. This is how one of the ways it functions. When you have to use the bathroom and you have to go, like you can't wait anymore, that's Mars. That energy is the energy that, for me, that energy lets me know that there are other factors that are really in control of me. Like if I have to pee, that factor is in control of me. It will stop me in my tracks. Food will stop me if I have to eat, it'll stop me in my tracks. That's a process. But this is the impact. Like, this planet makes you take actions. It makes you move. And that is Mars. It's also attraction. When you meet somebody and you feel that thing inside of you, that's like, ooh, that's Mars. That's an attraction energy. And it moves you. It moves your emotion, right? Mars is also can be aggression. And if you think about it, like I know for me, when I have been in situations where I have been aggressive with others, it's usually something that just happened. It's usually something that just spot off, like what the fuck, like that kind of thing. That's Mars. It can just explode if it's been suppressed, if it's not been cultivated and used in ways that are aligned. It can become explosive. So that's with war. Mars is the warrior. It's also the energy that we use when we're gonna do something new. It's also, because to go from functioning in one way to then functioning another way, the transition from sleeping to waking up, that's Mars. The transition, I remember when my son was in school, and there were teachers, he has a hard time making transitions because he's having fun doing this thing over here, and you guys just got him to have fun doing that thing, and now you want him to stop it and go do something else. That's a real thing, that we have the capacity to be able to move from one direction to the next, to be able to shift gears. That stuff is Mars. To be able to make choice, to be able to direct your energy, to be able to say, I'm not going to put my energy here, I'm not going to focus here, I'm going to put it in this way. That's Mars. Those things are very important. We don't think of them because we use them all the time unconsciously, but when you become conscious of who you are as a human, that energy becomes something that you learn to direct at will, and you learn to have more command over. So Mars is currently in Virgo. Hi, Echo Quantum. Mars is currently at the very final degree of Virgo, which is the master degree, which is a Leo degree. And so today, with Mars in Virgo, Virgo is about the body and about self-care and how we serve ourselves and then how that serves others. So it's like, for this entire month, how have you been caring for yourself? What have you been doing to promote your own health and well-being? And that has been, for me personally, that has been very tenuous this month, just because Mercury's in retrograde, and my life tends to sort of come undone when Mercury's in retrograde, and like when I'm being asked to do new things. So with Mars and Virgo, you want to look at your health practices, your diet, how you are exercising. And, in this Western culture, we have very sort of basic ways of expressing this stuff, but really this is all individuals. And what does your body need? Like, there was a time when I would run marathons. That's not, and when I started learning astrology, I'm like, oh, I should be doing yin exercise. I should be doing soft exercises, things that are more like breath work and stretching and Tai Chi, because my natal chart informed me of that, like that I'm much more of a soft energy person. But Mars is like, go hard now, like that kind of energy. And so it's important for you to determine what works for you and what does not. One of the things that I wanted to really talk about today, something that I have seen in myself that is interesting, that I don't know how to talk about it, so I'm going to just go for it, okay? One of the things that I have seen in myself is arrogance. This idea or sense that I know something that I don't really know. I think I know it. I think, maybe I've heard a lot about it, and I have some sort of, but I don't know how it really breaks down. It's like being able to, know the answer to the math equation, but not knowing how to actually break the math problem down. And I want to talk about this because it's very important for us to begin to recognize that we have been living into a world that is all based on lies, you guys. Like, everything we've ever learned is a lie. It's a lie. And everything that we've learned about how to create success, what happiness is, what health is, what foods to eat, all of it is a lie. The only thing that might be true is your name. Everything else is a lie. And I mean the definitions, the meanings that we have assigned to things are false. They're all lies. And many of us have had levels of success in living the lie. Like, maybe you made a lot of money. Maybe you had some kind of success in it, and so we don't see it as a lie. We see it as, I'm not good at it, or that person is better off. But it's all a lie. Some people have been able to play the game better than others, but it's all a fucking lie. Everything in this reality that we have been living into is a lie. Now, based upon this, for those, what's been going on is we have been pursuing the lie to get jobs, to get relationships, to belong, to fit in. We have assimilated to the lie. And we might find various levels of quote unquote success in it. Maybe you have a relationship that feels good for a while and it works out for a minute, but it's not really. It's maybe you have maybe you have success in this area. Like, all of those things are still variations of the lie. They're still variations of the lie. Now, we're living at a time when we are shifting realities. We are shifting realities. So those who have had success in the lie is over with, you all. But there's parts of us that are still trying to find success in the lie. Still trying to get successful, still wanting to find love in those ways, still trying to assimilate to how we've been told. And this is normal. This is normal. What I'm saying is normal, considering it's like you were told to believe it all your life. You had some level of success in it. You see others that seemingly have had a ton of success in it. And it's like you have a momentum going in that way. And so you're just holding out for your success in the lie. But the lie is over with. We are ending the Kali Yuga. There's a whole age shift that is changing. It is such a big concept to grasp from these perspectives that we have been living into, but we're watching our world come undone. So it's not that far-fetched. We're watching the political system collapse. We're watching education. Why? Because it's all a fucking lie. It's all a lie. None of it is real or true. And so, when I'm talking about arrogance, it's like this false sense of knowing, but it's all anchored in the lie. You know what I mean? It's like, like maybe you're a very successful attorney, right? You're a very successful attorney, but the system the legal system is built on a lie. It's not real. Maybe you're very successful, whatever, but that system is built on a system that's dying. It's all dying. So there's this arrogance. There's just, well, I had this and it's an internal thing. It's not even to judge. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just trying to say that many of us are still navigating the parts of us that have been invested in something that was false, that is now collapsing, and we have a momentum built up in that direction. And now there's there's a protecting of ourselves. There's a shame. There's an internal incongruence because you believed something and you invested all this time and energy in it with the expectation that it would give back something, and it's not going to happen, is what I'm trying to say. And so what are you left with? You're left with this fear and shame and defeatedness and despair because you believe that you failed. But what I'm here to say is that you didn't fail. You did not fail. You did not fail. And we are all outliving this Kali Yuga energy, which means that we have to face our shadows. There's a shadow in this. The shadow is of it's an unfinished business. It's like a sorrow. It's like a sadness around, oh, I wish I coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's what the shadow looks like. It's still like a yearning. And that energy is to be alchemized towards your true North Node. It's you didn't fail. I'm just and then so much energy around this because I have my own experience of it, and I'm watching people who have had needs go unmet. And the unspoken belief is that they have failed, that something is wrong with them. And I'm just trying to say, there's nothing wrong with you. You haven't failed. You're just living through a time that is asking you to do something different when you've been programmed into an old way that is failing. You did not fail. The system is built to fail now. You are okay. You are okay. You are okay. All right, y'all. Oh, I just have so much emotion. So today, while Mars is in Virgo, we have this opportunity to really forgive ourselves, because Virgo is the self. To forgive the part of you that is where you have energies misplaced. Oh, I love you too, Valentina. Where you misplaced energies, where you have, put yourself out in ways that didn't come back, and maybe you judged yourself. Maybe you judged yourself. Maybe you thought yourself wrong or condemned or unworthy. It's not true. It's not true. And so I invite you to forgive yourself. I invite you to forgive yourself. I invite you to release yourself, to the best of your ability to remind yourself to literally love yourself into soothing, to soothe yourself. Because there's more for you in a new way. It's not late. It's not over. You've not missed out. You've not missed anything. You've not missed anything. A whole new world is opening up. You have yet to experience the best of who you are. You have yet to experience the possibilities of what's really true for you. You have yet. So don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. Only go forward. Only go forward. With hope, with intention, with devotion and determination to fulfill that yearning that is within you that desires to be expressed. Don't look back. Don't look back. And the only exception of looking back is to go within, to cool yourself, to remind yourself, to love yourself. But you don't need to look back to what they said, because all that shit is over with. It is done, y'all. It's done. So I am here to share that today. I'm overcome with emotion. Oh my goodness. So I forgive myself. And I love myself, and I know that I'm right where I'm meant to be. And so the moon is in Capricorn today, okay? Let me remember what I'm up to. The moon is in Capricorn today. The moon is in Capricorn, and the moon is in a square with Mars in Virgo, in Capricorn, and a square to Saturn in Aries. So this energy is an energy of like a hard turn. It's literally, squares mean you have to make something new. You have to do something different. You're being asked to really like die to the old way, but to also use the materials that come from the old way. And that Mars in Virgo is forgiving yourself, loving yourself. The moon in Capricorn is to take authority, to know that you have the authority. You can forgive yourself. That's right. I'm talking square biz to you, right? You can forgive yourself. You don't need someone else to do it for you. You don't need other people's approval. You are the source of your reality. That's the moon in Capricorn. You have the authority. And then that is square Saturn in Aries. Like literally, Saturn in Aries is like, the power is inside of you. This is all about you. It's about you knowing that you can be determined, that you can do it, that it's up to you, that you're not, that you're not going to call anybody else's name, that you know that you're here for a reason. You know what I mean? That you know that there's a force working inside of you that is up to something. And sometimes that means just being in devotion and practice. Sometimes for me, one of the things that I recognize when I'm coaching people and doing readings for people is that people, and I get it, I'm not in no condemnation at all, people just don't have spiritual practice. And that is really, to me, it's a simple way. To me, it's simple because I do it so effortlessly. But I also realize it's something that everybody doesn't have access to. You need a practice to connect to the invisible. You need prayer, meditation, talk to trees, sit on the earth, go to the ocean, swim, whatever. You need something that takes you out of this here. This is the problem. This brain is the problem. It can only look backwards. Your mind is only capable of looking backwards. You cannot trust it. You cannot trust it. So you have to find ways to subdue it. You must find ways to subdue it. You must find ways to circumnavigate it. You must find ways to engage it so that it is not leading you. It will only lead you in circles. Your mind will only lead you in circles. It will lead you back over and over and over again to the same situation. You cannot trust it. I don't know how else to say it. You cannot trust it. And so when you hear yourself thinking the same thoughts, you have to take responsibility for that. That's why I teach you all. I'm serious. This is why I teach the moon work. This is why I say understand the codes, understand your Mercury, so that you can know how to reprogram it. You can understand the patterns in your own thoughts, the patterns in your own behavior, the patterns in your own cosmology, the patterns in your ancestry, the patterns that come from your family, so that you can upgrade those codes, because nobody can do it but you. Here's the thing that, I consider myself a modern day Harriet Tubman. And one of the things that I see so clearly is that I can give people all the information. I can hand you everything that I know works for me. That is not just about me, because the things that I use are tools that anybody can access. Like the things that I teach you are moon work and astrology. You have access to that. Once I teach it to you, it's yours. So then you can always have it. Like, I'm not the teacher. Like, I'm not trying to stay with your ass. I'm going to teach you something that's yours, and you can take it and do what you want with it. You know what I mean? It's some things I have are you can't take them and sell them, but you can take them and use them personally for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And what I've learned is that I can teach people stuff, but if people don't understand that nobody can do the work for you, like Harriet Tubman may have gone back to get people who were enslaved, but she didn't have a car. She was walking. She was on foot. So guess what those motherfuckers had to do? They had to walk. They had to walk. They had to walk themselves. She couldn't carry them. She was going to be going back and forth no matter what. And who was coming with her could come with her, because that was the path that she was on several times. But you got to walk your motherfucking self. I can't do it for you. I can show you the way. I can even walk with you. But I cannot do your work for you. And that is what I see. And it's because we have been conditioned to focus on the external, on the other. We believe that somebody else has the answers for us in deep subconscious ways. We feel unworthy enough to be our own God. We feel like I'm not enough to be God. You are God in your life. No other can be it. No other can be God in your life. And what I mean is, like, nobody can breathe for you. Nobody can breathe for you. Nobody can shift the energy in your own mind. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can do these things. Yes. How do we navigate these times when we feel truly alone? Honor your feelings. Honor how you feel. But learn the truth. I mean, you can feel alone, but that doesn't mean you're alone. That's the thing about, people who feel alone usually have a lot of Aquarius placements, or they have 12th house placements, or they have Aquarius placements, 12th house placements, or Scorpio placements. These are the signs that require a lot of solitude, especially Aquarius. And Aquariuses don't fit in. Like, you literally can be in a crowded place and you understand everybody's saying, but nobody gets you. So you have to understand why you feel what you feel. Echo Quantum, the questions you ask are beautiful questions, but they tell me that you don't know yourself. That's what they tell me. They tell me that you are anticipating something external to change in order for you to feel good. And it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You have to do the work on yourself. So if you feel alone, you got to get clear about why you feel alone. There's a reason you feel alone. It's not just because, you know what I mean? Like, you have to question the feelings. You have to make yourself responsible. Nobody can walk it for you, darling. That's right, because you're not from this world. That's right, Aquarians are not from this world. And so I bet you have Aquarius placements, and there's an Aquarius here on this right now. And she said, because we're not from this world. So when you recognize that and you do your own inner work, then you can make peace with your feelings. Oh, I feel this way because I'm meant to. It's not a mistake that I feel this way. It's not a mistake. You're at odds with how you feel. And that just tells me where you are in your development. I have also been at odds with where I've been. I've been at odds with it before. I get it. But I'm telling you, the questions you're asking are showing me where you are with yourself. And this won't change until you take responsibility for it. That's all. And I wish it was different. I wish it was different for. I wish I could walk it for. I don't wish I could walk it for you because I know how hard that is. But people who do the work for you really paralyze you. That's why the work that I teach, it teaches people how to do it for themselves. The work that I teach is not about me. I'm in there teaching it, but it's not about me. Like I said, you can go do it anywhere because it's not about me. It's about you. It's about you. Ross says, my daughter is an Aquarian sun with tons of Scorpio placement. Yes, that's right. And she's probably, oftentimes, just feeling isolated and kind of miserable, your Neptune is in a girl. Yes, Neptune in Aquarius is an alien. Like, nope, girl, you are Neptune in Aquarius. Gosh, that's so interesting. My son has Neptune in Aquarius. I'm so happy you just shared that with me. And my son is highly intuitive, highly psychic. He can read my thoughts. Woo, but he is also an Aquarius. That Neptune and Aquarius energy is out of this motherfucking world, girl. Now you got something to make peace with. You have to cultivate that. You have to get comfortable with that. You have to make that your friend. Neptune and Aquarius is an alien from the outermost planets of of who knows where. You know what I mean? It really is. So if you're trying to fit in, if you're trying to belong, nah. And how old are you? Are you in your early 20s or your early adulthood, like 20, however old you are. Yeah, if anybody is an alien, you guys are aliens. You guys are aliens. And it's beautiful. We love that. We need that. You're 19. Ah, yes. Oh my God, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Yes. Make peace with your uniqueness. Don't try to be understood by anyone but yourself. And cultivate a relationship with the invisible. Cultivate it. Go to nature. Yes, girl, you're not from here. Stop trying to fit in. Stop it. It is an intense combo. It's very intense. It is intense. Woo! It is. All right, y'all. Okay, I done cried myself out. I'm a big baby. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much for holding space. Okay, if y'all need support, you can go to my website, healwithmoonmama.com, and book your coaching sessions and whatever else I can do to support you. I am going to be creating a workbook for every sun season. The first one for Virgo is coming out probably by the end of this week at the most. But I'm very excited about it because this is about to be eclipse season. We're coming into eclipse season. And eclipse season, this the next month is going to be very interesting because we are in an energetic turn. Now, let me tell y'all, like I geek out on the math of the astrology because it's so fucking exciting to me, and I rarely have anybody to talk to about it because my friend who I would talk to about it a lot lately, we've been astrologers for so long, he doesn't necessarily geek out about stuff anymore, so I don't have anyone to really talk to about it. But there's a thing that happens in the astrology like every 18 months where it's new moon to full moon. The new moon is the darkest time where we're the most receptive, and then the full moon is where we're most expressive. The new moon is the feminine, the internal. The full moon is the external. And we are both feminine and masculine. We are internal and external. Like you have an inner world that nobody sees, and then you have an external world that includes your body that everybody sees. And so every 18 months, the moon goes from new moon to full moon, and it shifts degrees. And what happens when we have 2 new moons in one sign or 2 full moons in one sign within a month, right? So we're going to have a new moon at the 0 degree of Virgo, and then we're going to have a full moon in Pisces in the middle of the month, and then the next new moon will be at the 29th degree of Virgo. So we have 2 new moons in one sign within one constellation cycle. And then when we get to the 29th degree, it'll go from the new moon in Virgo to the full moon in Aries, and then the new moon in Libra. So it'll switch to full moon to new moon. Now, if you're not an astrology person, what I just said probably don't make no sense. But I need to say it because I love this shit so much. Because maybe somebody's getting it. Maybe somebody's going to get it. It would be like if you were driving somewhere and you were driving somewhere and you got to a dead end. You went to a dead end and you didn't know you were going to a dead end. And so you went to a dead end and then you had to turn around and go back the other way. Okay, you get it. Ooh, I'm so happy you get it. I'm so happy you get it. This is very significant in our psyches. In our psyches, this is very significant. This is where people can make or break their self-mastery, because what you're really wanting to do in this reality is master your inner world so that your inner world becomes a clear picture of your external world. And it's in these nuances that we are capable of doing that. I only know it because I've been doing it for so long, and I can now see the cycle because I've been in it for so long. I can direct other people through it, but you kind of have to be somebody who's studying astrology or with astrology enough to understand what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is significant, and if you really are feeling a deep change that you want to anchor into, like if you are feeling like you're ready for a change, you're feeling it because there's a new opportunity coming. And the work is for you to anchor in until it's like a double dutch, like playing double dutch where the ropes are going and you want to just sit on the side until it's your time to jump. But you got to know when to jump. You got to know when it's time to jump. And that's an internal nudge. And if you are close enough to your own self, you will know that internal nudge. This is so on point. My higher self and I were just discussing movement. Yes, exactly. These are the tricks, y'all. These are, and when I say tricks, I mean it in the most delightful way. I mean it. It's like it is the magic. It's the power. And so, I just gave y'all $15,000 worth of information. I gave you enough information to change your life. I really did. If you start paying attention to it, it's a game changer. After the 12 years, THC fog. I'm finally starting my journey to sobriety, and I can't escape anymore. This period of transition needs me clear and brave. No longer will be escaping, and that's right. I love it. Oh, I love that for you. I love that for you. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so amazing. Just what you said, like a whole reality, just because I know the things you've been working on. I know, you know what I mean? Like, I know it. Oh, I'm so excited for you. How's your mother doing? And how's the cooking business doing? That's the stuff that I want to know about. How has that happened? Because I'm telling you, you are, I don't want to say your name here because I don't want people to be in your business, but I mean, the work that you have done in your ancestry, the work that you have done in your ancestry with your mother and your aunties and your grandmother from the other side. Ooh, when I tell y'all, like, this woman has been on her job. She has shifted her whole ancestry into a whole nother reality by listening and being obedient. And when I mean, I have the privilege of watching people shift things, because that's what I help people, that's what I support people through. It is like watching babies being born. It is like the most incredible thing to watch somebody undergo a deep internal transformation that shifts their entire family. It's breathtaking, okay? It is like, and you, Miss Woman, you have done that. You have done that. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I cannot say enough. I don't use the word proud. Like, you don't hear me say things to people like I'm proud of you. I would say that to my son because he's from my body, but whatever the equivalent of proud is how I feel. It's like, that's why I feel like deep happiness. Because I know what it took for you to do what you've done. I know what it took for you to do what you've done. And God dang, it's so good. I'm so not just happy for you, happy for your whole family lineage. I am. It's so amazing. I love that. Okay. If I were you, I would be proud of myself. Thank you. I am proud of myself. I don't use words like I'm proud of others. I don't tell people I'm proud of them. I like to say I'm happy for them, you know, because proud sort of denotes some sort of, it denotes some of this for me. It's like, oh, I'm proud of you, right? But people put in work, and it's a really interesting thing. I can't, it's just a word thing inside of me that I can't do. I am proud of myself, though. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. All right, you all. Okay. So, like I was saying, that I'm going to have the workbooks ready for Virgo season because of this eclipse that's coming. That's where I was. Because of this eclipse that's coming, I'm creating these workbooks that will allow us to do the work through the season that embodies the energy. And so this will be the first one, Virgo season. You don't need to, and every book is for everyone because we have everything in us. You might not be a Virgo, but Virgo is in your chart somewhere, and you might have planets in the 6th house, or you might not be a Virgo sun, but you could have Venus or Mercury or any of these other planets in Virgo, right? Like, so we all are going to be working on Virgo energy when the sun goes into Virgo. And so I will every month I'm going to have a workbook for each thing according to the astrology. I'm so excited. I love to create stuff like this. This is my jam. So I'll have that out shortly, like in the next few days. And I'm just here to support you all. I love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.